everybody. I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, all the girls, and all the MBs are having a fantastic one, because today is a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. That's right, folks. I'm live, I'm alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hassan Piker, in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and pressed the start streaming button. You never said you were going to do a TikTok live stream. I didn't know that I was going to do a TikTok live stream. It was impromptu. Also, why are you freaking out? Who cares? But yeah, last night I ended the broadcast and I thought, I'll go on my TikTok For You page. And I was browsing my TikTok For You page, and I came across a face that I recognize. His name is Dean. He's liberal Spider-Man, if you guys remember. And it's funny because I was like literally as I was scrolling, he was like, "Oh yeah, I just watched the content nuke like that Ethan Klein had made on him, and everybody thought that I hate Hassan, but like Hassan is actually very formative in my development, like in my understanding of like being an activist and all this stuff." And literally as I was scrolling, because he was right there, I was like, "Oh dude, this is hilarious. I'm right here. Like I'm literally watching, and you guys are talking about me. That's crazy." So I joined in on the fun, and then of course Harry Sisson, my goat, my DNC operative goat, he also joined in. This guy, his name is Matt. He was on. This other Matt was on. He's also another one of those liberal Jubilee debaters. And I think Chris is also another guy that people say is like a DNC operative. Mason joined as well. As you guys know, this Hasanabi sleeper cell. And we just had a variety of different conversations. I tried to give him like some advice as a content creator, like an older content creator in this industry, urging them to not hyper focus on just debates and what some of the trappings are, like what some of the issues are, advice basically, what some of the issues are when you do like predominantly debate content, stuff like that. Talked a little bit about the way that people perceive me as well. People gave you money during it. Yeah. Apparently I made a cool $200 that I earned in the process. I didn't even know.
From your supporters.
But here's a piece of it.
And I think even you called me way too libbed out for this when you were reacting to my Jubilee episode.
I think it was the immigration stuff, maybe.
Immigration policy. Yes, I wanted to ask you about that.
I really appreciate one thing, especially from Dean, and that is he is very open-minded. He hasn't had that, like, I've already established my worldview where I'm like, I'm going to hate you, and he could very easily do that. All of these guys could very easily do that. They're definitely much more Democratic Party adjacent than I am. I think part of that is because of age, and this is not in a disrespectful way. I think when I was younger, I also had more of a firmly held belief and commitment in the Democratic Party. And then like you go through numerous election cycles, and then you basically turn around and you start realizing like, oh, this is not working. Like this is truly disastrous. But it's nice to see them be open-minded.
And said I either shared on the Jubilee episode, or I could just kind of reiterate my thoughts on immigration now. I'd love for you to tell me why I'm wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first I guess, okay, we'll start with border policy. So border policy, what I want in my best version of the world is as many ports of entry that operate as efficiently and as quickly as possible with screening processes that specifically expel and do not allow people into the country that have committed violent crimes. And then for undocumented migrants that are already in America, for undocumented migrants that have committed violent crimes, to deport them. And for undocumented migrants that have not committed violent crimes, to offer them a pathway to residency or citizenship.
Okay, so you don't want to deport undocumented migrants that haven't committed crimes, but undocumented migrants that have committed crimes, you want to deport them.
Specifically violent crimes, yeah.
No, specifically
By the way, TikTok debates are such a funny and such a deeply unserious way to do this, though, because the format itself is so funny because they just keep slapping stuff on your face by gifting you emojis. They kept putting like a cowboy hat on my head and a mustache. They had like a panda that just like kept kissing me. It was so funny. TikTok live UI is so unhinged. There's like corgis shaking asses all the time. Yeah. For my boomer ass, I was like, this is the most insane thing that I've ever encountered. Like, this is the most insane thing that I've ever done in my life. Let's keep going.
Right. Okay.
Because I had a good bar here. It's you guys are familiar with my counterpoint on this, but I got the debate bros to put some respect on it. You know, the old dog still got some tricks up his sleeve. All right, watch this.
Specifically violent crimes. Yeah.
No, specifically
W. Dean.
Okay. So, well, I guess the only thing that I would disagree with is if an undocumented migrant has caused a violent crime, I would want the American court system to handle it and actually imprison that person rather than allowing them to be free. Like, I don't want this to get a trip back home. You know what I mean? And then just be like, all right.
You know what? That's a good point. You know, if so if we would do like the deportation of undocumented migrants that have committed violent crimes, it would be conditional given where they're deported would be where they land in a jail cell.
Or I would rather house them in the American carceral structure to ensure that they are actually serving, like to ensure that they're just served. Here's a good debate tactic.
That's actually a great argument. I think it's a great point.
Ask Republicans every time they say, I want undocumented migrants that have caused crimes to be deported. Ask them, why do you want rape to roam free if they fucking did a rape? Why do you not? Let's say an undocumented migrant is like done a heinous.
It's cooking with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Why have I never thought of that? What the?
I haven't thought about that either.
Look at that, reaching the youth, giving them debate tactics, okay? Giving them debate bars. What is this? This is you in that room when grandma realizes her pussy is the reason for everybody in the room. That's a crazy meme. That is a insane meme, dude. I know someone raped and killed by an undocumented migrant. I'm not Republican at all, but they gotta go if they not undocumented. I don't understand. Why do you want them to roam free, man? That doesn't make any sense. That's the craziest part about this. This is not about like me being nice about undocumented migrants. This is probably the opposite. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Wait, what? You didn't even say anything? You just said normal shit? Yeah, normal shit to you because you've been in here for 36 months. You've heard me say these things a million times over. When a undocumented migrant does a heinous violent crime on U.S. soil to another undocumented migrant or to an American citizen, I don't think that they should get a free trip back home. I think they should go to prison. Like, what are we doing? I'm not that woke, okay? If you think I'm that woke, let me tell you, I'm not. I'm not that woke. I think if you do a rape, you should go to jail. Maybe that's the appropriate thing here, you know? I don't understand why, like, Republicans on the other side are just advocating that, like, nah, they got one for free. They should be released. No, I know the argument is that America shouldn't be paying for the imprisonment, but I still agree with you, except America is not paying for the imprisonment of that person for the sake of that person. America is paying for the imprisonment of that person for the sake of the victims. You know, that's what doesn't make any sense. I think people have just completely lost the plot in terms of what the criminal justice system is supposed to do. That is what's so weird about this process. Like, I don't want child sex offenders roaming free and getting a free trip back to whichever country they came from if they are a child sex offender and also an undocumented migrant. This is, of course, still a conversation that we're having on an established faulty premise. Two faulty premises. One, undocumented migrants are responsible for a larger share of crime per capita than natural-born U.S. citizens. This is wrong. It is the exact opposite. So that's the first faulty premise. The second faulty premise that Republicans operate on is the false notion that the previous administrations, Democrat or Republican alike, have not actually prosecuted severe crimes that undocumented migrants have committed. Okay? They have. You're out of your dang mind if you think that, like, the Biden administration, and I hate Brandon, right? He's a genocide dare. Fuck that guy. He was a carcass. But even that carcass's DOJ wasn't going around being like, oh, are you Guatemalan and you did a rape? Well, I guess you're free to go then, sir. Please, your first rape is free. Like, is that what you think? Like, that's what the Republicans think. They unironically think that that is what was going on. That is a completely psychotic way to operate. Anyway, this is when I didn't understand what the number was above my head.
So that number above your head is $200.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you guys giving money to a millionaire? What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you just do a money spread on a TikTok?
God.
Wow.
I don't know how to collect this money. I don't know how to. I don't think I get paid off TikTok.
Yeah, bro. Dude, we got.
I'm such a boomer, dude. I don't know what that 44K was, but apparently it was like bits. I did that until late into the night, until like basically 11 p.m., which was bedtime for me. Went back to bed, passed out, woke up early. You already know what I did. Woke up early. Oh yeah, this was crazy. I saw this Daily Mail article, which is insane. YouTuber Destiny 36 is accused of revenge porn by 4 women, but claims he's the victim of the leak. That is an insane article title. Yeah, and then pump some weights as always. Pump some weights. Got some decent upper body motion, upper body push-pull day. You already know, doing some supersets. I watched some highlights of Luca from last night. I worked out. I did the damn thing. Hit the weights. Dripped up. And now we're here, okay? How's the shoulder doing with the barbells? It's actually pretty good. I do a bunch of activations beforehand, so it helps. Not a fan of Campist, but I like you. Well, possibly because I'm not a Campist. If that's what you think I am, guess what? I am not. Also, Campist is a term like tanky. It's mostly just utilized by liberals to talk about people who have a broader perspective on imperialism, like Western imperialism. Just a way to, you know, attack them without actually addressing the claims being made. There are people who are like that. For sure, who are just like unconditionally anti-America and align themselves like with even the likes of Assad, right? And I think that's silly. You'll still be right more often than not, but when you're wrong, you're really wrong, you know? Isn't a Campist someone who sucks at gaming and hides to get kills? No. A Campist is a term kind of like tanky that liberals oftentimes apply to people who make criticisms of American empire. But it basically would be someone like Jackson Hinkle. Like, that is like one of the only appropriate usages of the term, because Jackson Hinkle, albeit is all over the place. He's completely all over the place with his ideology, with his worldview. He's like a MAGA communist, but like he is always finding himself aligned with whoever the fuck is anti-America. And for that reason, he will be right in many instances, but when he's wrong, he's really wrong. Like, he's pro-Russia, which is, you know, completely ridiculous. Yeah, old bullshit, mostly reserved for people still scared of the USSR despite it dying decades ago. I like that we do bring back old terminology like that here in American discourse, though. We got to find new ways for the liberals to be like, the real fear, the real people you should be afraid of are the leftists. They're scary. Okay, dog. Like, have fun. Have fun with your fucking Social Security getting eradicated. You know what I mean? We're over here talking about the Trump administration, and they're like, you know who's the real problem? Not the growing fascist movement in America, but fucking leftists, dude. The real fear. You must fear leftists at every given point. Dumbasses. Anyway, yeah, scary. Scary. Ooh, people that say we shouldn't do war. Those are the guys you should be afraid of. They're secretly pro more war, actually. What is this? This is SeanDaBlack getting harassed? Is that what it is?
You're a dumbass. Okay? I can say that. It's not slander. You're a fucking moron. I can say that, and it's not slander. I can say that statistically, your people are dumber than other people, and that's not slander either.
Okay.
Yo, what the fuck? What happened? Like, did Ethan Kleiners become just like, did they just go back to the old, like, N-word compilation? Is that what's happening? It's just edgy humor, dude. Yeah, why you gotta be mad? That dude got a 7-day ban from Twitch. No, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can look like this, because you're putting out vibes that you're supposed to be progressive. Am I crazy? When I see a person that looks like this, I don't think they're just gonna go, your people are statistically low IQ. The Lord works in mysterious ways, okay? I don't understand how we got to a point in American political discourse where, like, a person that in the year 2016 would be yelling at you over a fucking microaggression is now being like, your people are statistically low IQ to a black content creator. That is crazy. How did this happen? When did this happen? Also, it's so funny because, like, Twitch will literally ban someone for making a fucking hummus joke, okay? and act like it's the most anti-Semitic thing for 30 goddamn days, capitulating to the ADL, which is an apartheid defense institution, and then dudes on the platform would turn around being like, yeah, your people are statistically low IQ.
Okay.
If I see black nail polish on a dude now, I know I'm about to be hate crime. No, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make no damn sense. You can't look like this and then also say stuff like that. He said today he is openly Islamophobic. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like we've officially arrived at a point where, you know, the ship has too many fucking holes in it. I don't know which hole to plug. Like, I don't know where to start with a conversation like this. Do I address the like obvious race science, like faulty race science that this person is engaging in? Do I try to address the fact that like this dude looks progressive? Like, I think they're progressive, but all of a sudden they're saying some of the most like Nazi shit I've ever seen. They're also like a Ethan Klein head. Like, do I address the Islamophobia? Like, how did this happen? What is going on with like fucking progressive content creators? Like, what the hell is happening? Why are they like this? He is not progressive. He is a gaming anime guy. But I don't get it. You can't look like... If you look like this, I suspect you're progressive, okay? I suspect you're like woke as a pejorative. Am I crazy? Am I too old? Has the world passed me by? I feel like if I see someone looking like this, I'm like, okay, that's a progressive person, okay? That's such a progressive person. They're gonna stress me out about something that they think I'm lacking in terms of like not being woke enough on an issue. This is a new type of person that we have unlocked again at the HASAN broadcast. Like, how do we unlock a new person, a new type? Nah, this is just thinking hippies all look woke. This is a very specific look, okay? This is a very specific, like, I have a non-binary roommate that doesn't clean the goddamn dishes type of look, okay? This is a very, like, I'm in a polyamorous relationship look. This isn't just like, oh, this person's a hippie, so I assume they were woke. Like, this is a unironically very specific type of look. Would you think this guy would call you a slur? Oh no. Yo, why do you have to do that? I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys are right. People do look at me and go, that guy's a fucking bro. That guy's a bro and definitely problematic. You know, they slap me with that shit all the time. So, you know, I guess, yeah, you can have like queer presenting fascists. But like a very specific type of queer presenting fascists. There's gay fascists out there, plenty of them, right? This is something different. There's some utility to having a bro aesthetic, but espousing leftist and progressive ideals. What the fuck does that person gain from giving they them fascist? Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Because like every other fascist person is gonna look at you and be like, you're gay, dude. I don't want to listen to you. You're gay as fuck. You know, what do you got, them neo pronouns? I don't give a fuck. Okay, my pronouns are I don't and give a fuck. That type of shit.